So what's your first impression of Nha Trang?
I think my first impression was it was busier than I thought it was going to be. It's a beach city, so if you need to go for a little relaxing, go to Nha Trang for the...
Because for French people, it was not interesting coming to Nha Trang because when they come to Vietnam, they want to see local places.
The thing that surprised me most was the beaches. No one ever mentions the beaches.
But here it's like beach holidays and I like it.
I think it was the beach though, because I'm ashamed to say I haven't seen that much of the city yet. But here I just like really...
Hello, nice to meet you. What's your name and where are you from?
My name is Lionel. I'm from France. Yeah, I've been living here for 16 years. I was living in Hanoi first for 2 years, and after we moved here to Nha Trang.
So what originally brought you to Vietnam and then to Nha Trang?
To Vietnam because I worked for a French tour operator. And my specialty was southeast of Asia. In 2005, a lot of French tourists wanted to come to Vietnam. So that's why I was based in Hanoi first.
Oh, sure.
And after I got married in Hanoi in 2007, we decided to buy a land here in Nha Trang. Just about the place, because of course, as you can imagine, in 2008, Nha Trang was very quiet. Especially we bought in Hon Chong, which is in the north of Nha Trang. And that place was very quiet. And for children, it's very nice to live here.
I just arrived here yesterday, and one of the things I've noticed, it seems very family friendly here.
Yeah. Now it's very busy, of course, because it's Tet. But usually when you walk along the seafront, it's very quiet.
Because you're a French tour guide. What interests French people in coming to Nha Trang?
Actually, when I came at the beginning to Nha Trang, the tour was made by other people. And after 1 year, I changed the tour and I canceled Nha Trang. Because for French people, it was not interesting coming to Nha Trang. Because when they come to Vietnam, they want to see local places. And so I canceled Dalat and Nha Trang.
Oh, so they want to see more of like Hanoi.
Yes, because places like Hoi An, Hanoi, going to Sapa, to Along Bay, to different places, but not because we can find Nha Trang, places like Nha Trang in south of France, like Cannes, Nice, it's looked like here.
Yeah, sure.
So that's why I came with group. I came 6 times. On that old program, we just came here from Dalat, and we were just staying one afternoon here. And the following day, we were taking a flight to go to Da Nang.
Even though you lived here for a very long time, what was your first impression of Nha Trang back then?
It was a very quiet town, but very interesting for that part, because here it was very quiet along the seafront, and it was very nice to walk along the seafront, because as you know, more of the town in Nha Trang are not near the sea because of some typhoon or some problem, but because the islands here, it protects Nha Trang from the typhoon. So it's possible to build a city near the seafront. So we have the seafront and we have also a city. Compared to places like Mui Ne, there is only the beach, but there is no town. So here we can enjoy the seafront and we can enjoy the city.
When you have guests that come to Nha Trang for the first time, what are the first impressions of Nha Trang? What do they tell you?
That they wanted to go back to Vietnam, to other places. So that's why, yes, my first impression was the same than the tourist, because we took that program, Nha Trang was included. And so that's why when we could, we wanted to cancel it. And after I put it not as a tour, but as an extension. So when we finished the tour, on our program, we put extension for 3 nights or 4 nights in Nha Trang for people wanted to come to the seafront.
What advice would you give to French people who would like to come visit Nha Trang or Vietnam in general?
To rent a motorbike, because just to discover, like when you come to Nha Trang, it's very interesting for people for the first time, because they can enjoy the seafront, they can enjoy the city, but if you have a motorbike, you can go to the countryside, which is very close, and just 10 minutes you are outside the city, and you can go to the west, and you can discover the countryside on the way to Dalat.
Do a lot of French people, do they know how to ride a motorbike?
Yes, I'm not afraid. I realize here it's very strange. I don't know why, but there are some people from some countries, like Russian people coming here, immediately they rent a motorbike. French people is the same. They are not afraid. Even if we don't ride a motorbike in France usually, when we come here, we are not afraid. People from other countries, they are afraid about the traffic in Vietnam. I don't know why. People from Philippines here, I know a lot of people from Philippines in Nha Trang, and they just use a Grab and they don't want to rent a motorbike.
Yeah, they're not discovering much.
Yes, not, or they will discover, but with a Grab, but they are afraid about the traffic in Vietnam, yes.
Hi, ladies. Welcome. What's your name? Where are you from? And how long have you been in Nha Trang in Vietnam?
Okay, my name is Anna Karina. I'm from Norway. I've been in Vietnam like 2.5 weeks, and I arrived in Nha Trang maybe 3 days ago.
My name's Natalia. I'm from Canada. I've been in Vietnam for 3 weeks now, but I've been here for 3 days.
What brought you to Nha Trang?
Beach and sun, because I've been up north and I wanted some beach and sun before I go home to winter in Norway.
I was in the north of Thailand before, North Vietnam, and it got really cold, so I needed some sunshine, and so many people recommended this place, so I just was able to make this work.
What did other people say about this place for recommendation?
Just that it was really warm, it was really nice, like you have the ocean, you have snorkeling, and I had a friend who did the diving certification here, so I was like, oh, I would really like to go somewhere and snorkel too.
What did you think of Vietnam before coming versus what do you think of it now that you're actually here?
I didn't really know that much about Vietnam. I just heard people who have been here on vacation really liked it a lot. So I just decided 3 weeks before I left. I didn't know anything about where to go or what to do. And so far I loved every bit of it. It has just been amazing. I just booked a ticket to Hanoi and then the flight back from Saigon. So I have basically been traveling from the north and down to the south, and just like whatever feels like a good thing to do, I've been doing, yeah.
That's what I did too.
Yeah.
Before I came to Vietnam, I wanted to, I knew it was going to be lots of adventure, learning, history kind of things. I think I wanted to learn a lot about the history, like the wars and stuff. But then coming here, I've done Sapa, Ha Giang Loop, and I've done all these really fun, adventurous things. And I'm just this place is so much fun. But then you're learning so much about the culture and the people on top of it. So that it's just completely blown away my expectations. I've just loved it here so much.
What's your first impression of Nha Trang?
I think it was the beach though, because I came here, I was looking at the forecast, where is the best weather forecast, there's so many beautiful beaches in Vietnam. And I came here, so many nice people, all the good smells from the street food and cafeterias, restaurants. And then you come to the beach, it's so amazing. And the sun, yeah, I don't know. I'm ashamed to say I haven't seen that much of the city yet, because in the other places I've been really going around trying to get to know the city. But here I just really relaxed on the beach.
Well, there's a beach here, so.
Yeah, I know. That's why I came.
What about you? What's your first impression of Nha Trang?
I think my first impression was it was busier than I thought it was going to be for a coastal city. Honestly, didn't really know what I was in for, except that they had a beach. So beach has been beautiful, busier maybe than I thought it was going to be, but I really liked my time here. This is my R&R time. I just really came here to relax, not maybe adventure too much, but I'm excited to snorkel, do the mud bath experience thing, and then just keep relaxing on the beach. Me and this beach will be friends by the end of this time.
What advice would you give to someone who's considering coming to Nha Trang?
I would say it's a beach city, so if you need to go for a little relaxing, go to Nha Trang for the beach. It's really nice. Go snorkel, see some fish. But I don't know what else to do here besides swimming, beaching, relaxing, sort of. So go for a couple days, take your time, relax, and then it'll help restore and replenish you for the rest of the adventures of the traveling adventures.
Like you said, R&R.
Especially when you travel a lot, sometimes you just really need to sleep for a couple days and do nothing and do your laundry and catch up a little bit on reading. And this is a perfect place for that.
My name is Anodar. We're from Mongolia.
My name is Soyun Dalai.
Actually, we're a couple. Yeah.
Ah, very cool couple.
It's cool.
Great street style. What brings you to Vietnam?
It's just random. We decided suddenly we should go travel together. It's kind of suddenly. We decide.
How has your guys' experience been so far in Vietnam?
Actually, we spent 4 days in Ho Chi Minh City. We went here, and it feels like fresh, Nha Trang City is so clean. There is no trash here, and also so many travelers here. I have so many foreigners, and yeah.
Yeah, it's quite good, yeah. Ho Chi Minh is most likely a little bit trash, in the city, yeah. And Nha Trang is no more trash.
It's
Yeah.
so beautiful, because there's a sea and ocean, it's refreshing. Ho Chi Minh is cool, also cool. It's a really cool city and really cool streets, and foods are really delicious, but it's so busy city, and noisy and busy. Yeah.
So what's your first impression of Nha Trang?
But it feels like, oh my god, like, because I really love the ocean, because in Mongolia there's no sea and there's no ocean, so we here to see this view, and my first impression is like, oh wow.
And also, there's so many beautiful mountains in surrounding Nha Trang. Yeah, that's so beautiful. Yeah.
Nha Trang's nature is amazing,
There's something really calming just being by the ocean. What's your favorite city so far in Vietnam?
Nha Trang now. Yeah, Nha Trang is so beautiful. Yeah, because of the beach, and also, I don't know, it's just their nature is so beautiful. The mountains, beaches.
Nha Trang or Ho Chi Minh City, and why?
Nha Trang. I say that, it's nature. And also there's fewer people here compared to Ho Chi Minh. Ho Chi Minh is so noisy, and I think Ho Chi Minh City is like for young people. There's so many like clubs, and their nightlife is so hit that. And this city is more like for family. It's really kids friendly, Yeah.
Family friendly.
Yeah, family friendly. Yeah.
What about you, Nha Trang or Ho Chi Minh City?
Nha Trang, yeah. Because the mountains and
Nature.
ocean and sea. Not much people in Nha Trang, yeah.
Yeah, less busier.
Yeah, less busier, yeah.
Hi guys, nice to meet you. What's your name, where you from, and how long have you been in Vietnam and Nha Trang?
My name is Lea. I'm from Switzerland, and we're here since
1 month. My name is Leon. I'm from Switzerland, and yes, we're here for 1 month.
Very nice. Is this like a winter holiday or?
Yes, in Switzerland it's like 0 degrees, so we want warm water.
Yeah, it's a nice escape from the cold, right? Where else have you been in Vietnam?
Hanoi, Ha Song Lu with the bike.
We were in Dong Hoi and Hoi An for like 5 nights.
What's your first impression of Nha Trang?
The beach, it's like a little bit more relaxing than Hanoi. Also Hoi An also is very chilled, but here it's like beach holidays, and I like it.
Yeah.
You with the promenade, with the big street, by the sea, and it's very nice. I like it.
Yes. First impression.
I think it's a good mix between like city, restaurants, clubs, and also the beach and the nice views, So I really like our hotel. It's right by the beach.
One thing I like about Nha Trang, it's very walkable.
Yes, that's true. So we went in Hoi An, we went with the bike like everywhere, and now we're just walking, and it's I think we don't miss anything, so it's cool. To walk, it's also nice, yes.
What's one piece of advice you'd like to give viewers out there who would be interested in visiting Nha Trang?
If you are traveling around, don't come with too much luggage. Because everywhere in Vietnam and here too you can shop so nice, and it's so sad with the backpack when you can't shop.
Exactly.
It's like also to bring your friends or family something small. Yeah, so don't come with too much.
Yeah, pack as little as you can.
Yes.
So I think so. And get a hotel near the beach, so you're pretty much, if you are into hotels, obviously, but if you look at Switzerland prices, like Europe prices, it's so cheap here. So you can easily get it if you forget something like very important. So
what did you think of Vietnam before coming here? What do you think of it now? I was a bit apprehensive about coming. I hadn't really heard that much about it, and wasn't sure what to expect, but you really wanted to come, hadn't you?
Yeah, a lot of my friends have been over the last couple of years. The thing that surprised me most was the beaches. No one ever mentions the beaches, but the beaches have been the biggest surprise.
Also,
They're beautiful.
You're right.
Gold sand, blue water, and no one mentions it. Everyone tells you about Nha Trang Loop and the mountain or Saigon and the sittings or the tunnel. There's nothing about the beach.
Very underrated.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like even like the beaches are so close to like the towns and the sort of activity of what's going on.
I think it feels more Western here as well. This is the most Western feeling city, I think, in Vietnam or even Asia.
In this video, I'm asking tourists and foreigners what their first impressions of Nha Trang. It's very busy city. I feel like it's busier than Hanoi, which I wasn't expecting, but it's beautiful. Having the beach right here is just stunning. There's still lots of activity on an evening, which has been really nice. We walked past some markets yesterday. So many different cuisines as well, like Armenia, Turkish, Korean, like so much to try here. Yeah. Really excited to get into all that. What about you?
Probably very similar. I wasn't expecting it to be as done so. No one really mentions Nha Trang as a city. It's like a summer destination, so I would expect it to be a bit like Phai Hap, which is definitely a bit more traditional, tucked away in on it.
What's your first impression of Nha Trang?
Well, I'm glad you asked. One of the things I've noticed this morning when I was like walking around trying to get coffee, a lot of the signages, they're in Russian. I would say there's more Russian signages here than there are Vietnamese signages in Nha Trang, which is kind of odd. You know how there's Chinatowns in different countries? This is more like Russian town. It's their little Russian community. I'm also going to do another video about Russians in Nha Trang, why they're here, what brought them here. So be on the lookout for that video. If you want to give me recommendations on places to go, where to eat, leave them down in the comments. I hope you enjoyed this video of first impressions of Nha Trang. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. And if you want to see more interviews of foreigners and locals in Vietnam, hit the subscribe button. And until then, I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.